Hi, it's Daniel from Configurative again. We've already seen how easy it is to build a great presentation using the pre-built modules. Today we're going to show you how to build custom modules using the Custom Module Editor. Okay, let's do it. As always, Configurative has opened with the last presentation already loaded. Let's go into the Presentation Manager. We've already taken a look around this screen, so let's go straight down to the Custom Module panel. These are modules that the client builds for specific presentations. Each one can contain as many slides as you like, so in effect they're mini presentations in their own right. We're in the Custom Module Editor. I want to start a new module from scratch. As usual, everything's nice and uncluttered. Configurative has automatically created a new empty screen called, rather appropriately, New Empty Screen. There's plenty of room to create new screens in the module, so there's effectively no limit to the detail you can include in a custom module. To edit the new screen, I can either double click it or select it and click the edit button. The editor defaults to a standard bullet screen, as that's what people tend to use most. This time though, I want something different. The toolbar at the bottom here lets me choose a new screen layout. These are the layouts that this client requested. There's no limit to the screen types. We configure the system to exactly what's required. This is the layout I want. I can see a description up here to confirm I've chosen the right one. I'll select this and we can build our new screen. I add bullet points just by typing them in, pressing return at the end to type in the next one. As you can see, there aren't that many options. This is deliberate. Nearly all of our clients have expressed a wish to make their presentations more consistent, and with PowerPoint you just can't control that. So fonts, backgrounds, logo and so on will always conform to the corporate identity. I can format text for emphasis, but I'm always kept within the brand guidelines. I can change text size, but only within preset limits of legibility. Now, let's add some images to accompany the bullet points. These image buttons let me assign a different picture to every bullet if I want to. I'll add an image to the first line. I'll just change the view to thumbnails to make it easier to find the picture I want. As it's a custom module, let's pick this picture of a custom car. The image appears in its preset position for this screen layout. I can move it around and scale it with this slider. I can also fade it with this slider. For this picture, I want something really bright and striking, so I'll put it back to 100%. I add pictures to the other bullets in the same way. If I don't want to change the picture every bullet point, I can just set it to static. I've jumped forward here to save time. I've added new pictures to all but one of the bullet points, as you'll see in a minute. We've completed this screen, so I'll jump back to the main control panel. As you can see, the system has set the last picture we entered as the module thumbnail. I can change this if I want to, as you'll see in a minute. Now, you can see that the screen is still called New Empty Screen, and that's because I was busy talking to you and I forgot to set the title. I'll do it now. I just type in the title here, as I should have done in the first place. That's better. Now, I'll type in a name and description for the module so that I can find it later. This information and the bullet points I typed are all searchable to make it easy to reuse modules in the future. I'll save my work so far. Okay, let's add a title screen. I click Add Screen. Now I choose a title screen layout. I now have another new empty screen. I edit it just as before. There are fewer options on this type of screen, just a heading and a picture. I won't forget the heading this time. I'll choose a picture. I like this one with the different sized little guys. Notice how the screen's already set up with a mask, so pictures don't look as if they've just been stuck anywhere. As this is the title screen, I'll set the module's thumbnail to this. That'll make it easier to recognise in the presentation manager. Back at the main control panel, you can see that the thumbnail view has updated. As that was a title screen, I'll move it up to the top. Now I'll save it, and we'll go back to the module manager. If we look over in the custom module list, we can see that our new module's there. Clicking on it brings up its thumbnail view, title and comments. I add it to my presentation in exactly the same way as I did earlier with a fixed module. Notice the asterisk next to its name. This reminds me that it's a custom module. I'll move it up to slide 2 in my presentation and save my changes. Now I'll run the presentation. Let's see what we've got. This is the title screen that I added in the fixed module video. When I advance my presentation, it moves seamlessly into the custom module. Configurative has added transitions to make it all smooth and slick. There's no visible difference between a fixed and a custom module. It's taken me just a few minutes to make a really slick, professional looking custom module. If you care about making an impressive presentation, you really should talk to us.
In the next video, I'll show you how to package your presentations so that you can share them with your colleagues, or you can lock them into a non-editable format so you can distribute them to your customers, all with just a couple of mouse clicks. Configurative makes it that simple.